And inside into this round 9 clash from Optus Stadium. The perfect bounce. Segler back in the team, one of 4 inclusions for the Hawks. They look stronger. Going up against Pitnet, of course, who's up against his old team. So there's plenty at stake in the middle of the ground. O'Meara wore it pretty well and escaped from Cunningham and then showed a bit too to Curnow before giving it back to the ruckman. Hardwick coming out half-back. Penetrating kick, Blues defence well placed. Kind of got in each other's way a bit there, Jones and Wiedering, but they had the backup. Plowman got the handball wide and moved tonight after missing last week. Betts rushes it forward and gets it in his direction. So it's a good positive start onto that left boot from Harry. Deep to Cunningham, who takes the mark. Conversion from here should be elementary for David Cunningham, and so it proves. Carlton with the first. Seem to be a weaker opposition.
Well, I think they're in a time now where they really need to establish themselves, and a big win is on the cards. Yes, they've been in close games and they've done quite well in close games, but I thought last week was a big opportunity that they missed against North Melbourne. They should have really put them away, and that's, you know, they come into this game tonight clearly the better side. There's not.
Curnow got Doherty going. He's been getting plenty of attention from opposition players of late. Martin was a target, so was Mackay. They both flew. Frost, did he take them on? He did.
That's a great start for Carlton. That'll be 50. There's a ruffle of the head.
Or someone like that would have given away the 50, but
Jack Martin puts it through, and that's 2 on the board.
Will play inside 50, so not necessarily known as a great pressure player in his time at the Gold Coast. You think Jack Martin, you think about his class, his skill level, but he's been really important in the pressure stakes for the Blues to start this year, and he's hit the scoreboard, so he's playing complete games of footy.
Well, he's actually 7th in the AFL in terms of involvements, direct involvements in scores, so that underlines your point. Been a terrific pickup so far for the Blues. Got it forward, it's just hack play at the moment. Warple. O'Meara this time went into a roadblock again, and the advance can be taken.
Their forward half.
Yeah, Luke Bruce back in the team tonight, strengthen the forward line. I'll be interested to get your thoughts on McAvoy playing forward. Of course, he was trained up as a defender from late last year into this year. And with the injury to Segler, has gone back into the ruck. Cripps got away from Smith. And look at this. The WA boy to make it 3 straight for the Blues at the start. Not quite. Be disappointed with that opportunity in the Hawks.
That he took a dive.
Gibbons goes for Mackay. He's a big target. And he takes another juggling mark to get things.
He's one of these modern key forwards.
On the arc, he gives it plenty, Harry, right to the line. And Casbolt takes the mark. And the Hawks' defence, and indeed their whole team, is under real pressure now.
That can reach those heights.
10 goals, 4 for the season for Levi. And the arms are up early for the Blues fans.
Jack Gunston. Oh, that's a free kick.
The King boys now, once these 200+ centimetre key forwards launch, there aren't many that can go with them, and we know Levi has been a great contested mark for a long time. What a luxury to have these contested marking weapons in your forward line, so you can roll and you can go long to a contest.
Without it momentarily by Williamson, but he does the job for the Blues. Although a fumble from Wiedering invited the pressure, found an escape, but it was all in a rush. Burgoyne summed it up pretty well. Does Wingard pass or shoot? He shoots, and he should have passed.
That's a smart move, paying one early.
Callum Moore, it looks like he's really flying nicely for the ball so far.
Athletic. He's got a good leap. Probably should have been a...
He came full charge, as you saw, seen off by Curnow. Deep ball, 3 against 1. So there's Blues at ground level everywhere. Centre field, and Nunes has done it again.
Recruits involved again. You can see it's just a pretty simple game plan, isn't it? They take space, they take ground, it's predictable, and they get numbers there. This is alarm bells now, Geordie, for Hawthorn. So a lot of talk last week about their ball use. They went at 44%, which is the worst ever differential recorded for a Hawthorn team. And they're currently...
Well, there's a bit going on before the ball arrived with Moore and Sicily. Betts somehow sends it on away again, and they'll be getting nervous back there. The Hawks, is that holding the ball? Oh, Nunes has kicked a goal. Pay the advantage. He's got another one.
For Hawthorn. So Bruce looks up. And where's the option? So either no one coming at the leg or just an apprehension in kicking the ball to a 1v1. We see Eddie Betts do that exact thing. Just take on the contest. It doesn't have to be perfect. And, gee, any striker would be happy with that finish.
Just the cough up too deep in your defence. You just don't need these easy outs. And maybe he was afraid that
his judgment, and he just pops the kick up and gave the Hawks Flyers a chance. O'Brien couldn't get it done. But it's going to have another opportunity, and it's Day, Will Day, who takes the marks. And he's made it harder, but he's got closer, and that's the perfect shape to brighten up Hawthorn's day, and they needed it.
But that is a really timely injection of enthusiasm.
Well, it's just good defensive positioning on the exit. What clubs tend to do and what sides tend to do is they cover the perimeter of, say, the Carlton player in this instance. For that quick kick out, you know, sides want to get to the open side, so really good positioning initially. I'm just surprised the Carlton player in Murphy, I think it was, or Gibbons, just didn't go up.
It down the middle to Segler, who waited, and then the run came from behind. Frost kept on coming. Well, look, he delivered it in between four Hawthorn players. Wingard kept them guessing. Gunston was never online, and Bruce never wanted to miss an opportunity. Said everything, Louis, as Bruce gets ready to run around. He is indeed. 23-year-old Callum Moore. Ex-Tiger brings it up to the 50. Pitnet was there. Smith and Stratton. Still time for Carlton. They can get it clear from here. Murphy with the set-up kick. It had design on it, maybe for Gibbons. Betts in the end, he got crushed. Play on the call. And Scrimshaw Betts, he's still hungry. The appetite's strong for a goal late in the quarter. Eddie's had one go, he's had two, he's had three goes at it. And it was high contact. So Hawthorn get to quarter time. Carlton with an incredible start. They kicked the first 5, and then the Hawks were able to gather themselves and work their way back. There's a bit of feeling in this on a beautiful late afternoon, early evening in the west. Scrimshaw back to doing. There's danger in the kick. Walsh, plenty on it. Here comes Levi fighting across the front, and he takes the mark. Jack Martin clapping his hands. Please pass it over. 11 goals, 4 for the season. And that'll do. So it's Carlton with the first strike in the second.
When you get to the open side, you can still have and not go to plan. And because the defence is so caught out, they're not all in sync. Whereas if you go down the line a lot of the time, everyone's in their own position that you can get set from a defensive point of view. But when you use the open side, it's more unpredictable from a defensive structure point of view. You can see from the coach's box. And maybe it was Sicily that just took an aggressive position up front.
Oh, I think you're right, Geordie. So I think Sicily sees Scrimshaw's won it. OK, I'm going to get assertive because we need to get our ball use going today as well.
Shields, and they get beyond half forward to Burgoyne.
That's better movement, though, from Hawthorn. So the Carlton's pressure was really good, but because they were really assertive, Hawthorn, with the ball, they were able to get rid of it just before the pressure.
Massive goal kicker, Liam Shields, but what a wonderful player. Over 214 games now for the Hawks, and when they need it early in their second term, he kicks truly. Still there, but now it's gone. That's good pressure from Hawthorn. Might be coming back, is it? Or is it another advantage played and Scully finds Smith?
Well, he butted up with the second attempt.
He's looking like he's going to pass it. He's got the distance, though.
He has got the distance, and he has got the accuracy as well. He's kicked some big goals in big games over the years, Isaac Smith. Goal.
Two of the leaders really standing up within this passage for Hawthorn. So, first of all, Jack Gunston, so important in the modern game to be able to try and, or to be able to complete the mark down the line like that in the contested situation. So without Gunston winning that first possession, well, then the runners like Tom Scully don't get in the game. And
Hello, which we love.
The mirror, suddenly the Hawks Laying the challenge down to Carlton, and Impey pops up with a tumbling mark. So Jarman Impey certainly gladdened the hearts of Hawthorn fans that he has returned, as you saw his kick those. So Day again. He kicked his first goal in AFL footy a little early. That's a good choice. He finds O'Brien.
A guy that's played a lot of footy in Mark Murphy, direct turnover, and then the Carlton defence is made to look unorganised.
So he's kicked 4-1 this year in 7 games, Tim O'Brien. And he just couldn't quite deliver. He's riding up.
That they had in the first quarter.
Oh, there's another blunder. Jones kicked it straight down the throat of McAvoy, who hits his teammate inside the 50, and it's Liam Shields.
So, great defence from the Hawks in this quarter.
Hopefully he hasn't got that career history in his mind as he comes in to shoot. Liam Shields from 40 metres out for his second goal of the term. Forget the past, this is all about the now for the Hawks. Play on your round. So Gibbons to half forward. Good decision from Pitnet in the end. Couple of deep breaths. Paddy Cripps, has he got himself into trouble? He has. Can he get himself out? Well, not really, and made a bit of a mess of that, the Blues. The two captains couldn't get it done. So now it's the Hawks' turn with a paddock ahead of them, and they had to bide some time. They're on the full 18-man press up the ground, and they've done pretty well, O'Brien, and now they've got something forward. And Burgoyne wants to find it. They've got in behind the defence, and Scully with that power running takes the mark in the pocket, and then
You just want a player to take the full 30 seconds and just have a rest and regroup. This is Paddy Cripps just getting into an absolute...
He was on the folly of what he'd done, but it's back in action so quickly now. Gibbons. And it's 2-on-1 in Carlton's favour. Mackay takes the mark. And he handballed it off. Cripps gets another chance. Misses that.
He missed Eddie.
Up along the wing, O'Meara. Doherty against a couple of Hawks. The numbers prevail. Burgoyne to Impey. Floated the handball to Wingard, who had the sense not to take possession the first time. But boy, he did the second. And Isaac Smith can kick his second of the quarter. And the Hawks have hit the front.
In the first quarter. But how different does this look? The run, the surge, the carry, getting the ball on the outside. They look a completely different team. And when Wingard, Impey, Smith, Scully, they're the players you think of. If Hawthorn can get those guys up and going on the outside.
Long raking kick, which he is here. Equal numbers, Wiedering, O'Brien, Gunston, Jones, Gunston! Oh, it's an avalanche in the corner. From their experienced premiership players, 2 to Shields, 2 to Smith, and now 1 to Jack Gunston. Let's get to Pav.
Thanks, Addo. Just incredible to see the run and the work rate from the Hawks.
Beckoning a couple of his teammates to come. Right in front of Burgoyne. Plowman was with him. Walsh getting back. Burgoyne, little poke forward to good effect. And O'Meara does the rest. They can't stop them right now.
It was just the ability to get himself back in the contest and edge the ball forward. That's just really heads-up play.
He's had 5 scoring involvements, so he's been involved in everything this quarter. You're right, and you said it before, the difference in their quality players getting the ball this quarter. You know, you just see how dangerous they can be.
Great off Burgoyne to Luke Bruce. This would be an amazing way to finish off an incredible quarter. Oh, Brian, oh no. Oh, boy.